In many Native American communities, the owl is considered to be an agent of change. Right now, with our country, a lot of things are uncertain. Some people are happy, some people are upset. All we know for sure is change is on the horizon. So, what I decided to do today is paint this picture of a foggy scene where you just barely see an owl. It's not moving, it's just there letting you know it's in the background, it's about to take off. As soon as things clear out, change will be on the move. So how about we paint this picture? I've got some stuff here from Master's Touch, which is Hobby Lobby, and it's called Thick Body Acrylic. It's got more pigment and more of the acrylic base, the very things I complain about all the time with acrylic paints. This actually is done right. So I'm going to put a little bit over here, not much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start painting this, getting a good even coat going. Get under these feathers where the okay, now you can see the paint coming through on it, so it does bleed through. It happens, so make sure you have something under it. This piece of wax paper not only does it make it where you can see a little bit better on camera, but it also makes it where you can actually protect your surface area. Alright, so I've got some Payne's gray, and I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of this white. I want a gray scene. I'm only going to put just a little bit of Payne's gray. Not much. It's kind of got a bluish color to it in a way, and that's what I'm wanting. So I'm going to take and mix this up good. Oh yeah. And then I want that to be a real dark sky. I don't want to be too blue, but the impression of blue. And that Payne's gray does a beautiful job of that. So it's not gray. You don't get gray, it's actually a blue. You can see that right here, how blue that turns. It's like a very muted baby blue. Like if you put just a touch of gray in baby blue. That's why I like it. Why a lot of artists like Payne's gray. You can use this black when you don't want black per se. You want that dark bluish gray color to come out as black and do all the things blue does when it interacts with certain other colors. And then you lighten it up and get these real dark blues. Give me a little bit of water and thin this out a little bit. Now I'm going to take, this is lemon yellow. I'm going to mix a little bit of lemon yellow with white. Not much. I'm wanting an impression of yellow, not really yellow, because this is a dark sky, and I'm wanting something. So I got a little round brush here I'm going to use. Get me some water. Put this down. Got a kind of a fluffy brush. I'm going to take this and I'm going to get that white, and I'm going to put that white right here. I don't want a lot, but I do want a white ring right there. I don't want any of that gray in there either, because it'll turn my area green. So that's the reason why I'm doing just a little bit. And then I can come in and just kind of lightly do like that. Now I can then come along and I'm going to take some water, dial up here, and then I'm going to take some more Payne's Gray. Well, actually, I'm not going to take Payne's Gray. I'm going to take Payne's Gray and some phthalo blue. So it's going to be a little bit of phthalo blue. Not much. Actually, I'm going to do just phthalo blue and white for right now. You'll see why I'm kind of going on this. I'm doing layers. So now always undo what you just did. Just a nice little damp paper towel, whatever. Put this into frame here where you can see it better. Put a little bit of water right here. Make it go. Again, if you don't like what you did, you can always take a little paper towel, clean it up. I'm going to let that actually don't want much there going on. Now I'm going to mix some Payne's Gray in with this. Not much. whole reason for that is to build a layer. What I'm going to do is take a dry brush. This right here is a stenciling brush, but it works perfectly for this. I'm going to tap to create fog. Okay. And then you take another brush like this, scruffy brush. Do like that. And then come back, kind of make that foggier, because I'm wanting a lot of mist and fog. Not much trees showing through, not much trees here. Alright. And then come back here. Separation is key. Okay. Got more, a little darker. That's because it is closer. So therefore it's going to be a little darker. You find that your paints are trying to mix, thin it down with a little bit of water. Not too much water, a little bit. A thin paint will go over a thick paint better. Alright. Try not to add too much water because that can break down your paints and their durability. But now we're getting that beautiful, beautiful scene going in. Layering this. Same thing over here. Alright, thought I was recording. I think I wasn't, but anyway, I did a little bit of white, tap that in. Now this right here is phthalo green. You can see how it's kind of Jimmy green. And I've got some crimson. These two are actually complementary colors, which means that when you mix them together they make brown, and so this will actually darken up the phthalo green considerably, and then when I add some white to it, that will actually make some very, very good coloration there. I may actually have to go a little bit more with the crimson. We'll find out in a second. Let's see. And see how that is. I may do another layer. I don't know. I might do another layer. Let's do that. I don't like that. We're going to put some more crimson. That's the thing. If you don't like it, do a little test spot. If it don't look right, come back, fix it. Just a little bit lighter than that. That's the reason why I didn't like it. So again, mixing the crimson together with this. And I'm going, because it's getting purple, I don't want purple. Because of the makeup of phthalo, I'm going to come in here with a little bit of grass green. Grass green will fix that, I think. So see how it's purple? Now we'll come in. I may have to add more grass green, may not. Now we can see what it's like with the white added in. Oh yeah, that's a better color. I think that's a better color, green. I don't want a lot of white. It's got to be dark. So I'm just getting enough to load up on my brush. I'm using this scruffy brush. And I'm going to start making my limbs. Things of that nature. So I'll just go right here, fix that real quick. Still want it muted, still want that look, that, okay, this is, really can't tell where everything is at. And then come in, I'm going to add a little bit of phthalo. Or no, sorry, Payne's gray. Add a little Payne's gray here. And that will darken it up without making it look weird. And load that into my brush. Come on out with it here. I know you can't see a lot of definition there. That's fine. Reason why is that this is going to be mostly covered up. So this is giving impressions, nothing more. We'll let this dry and then we'll come back and add on to this. Alright, if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you know how much I like a good manicure brush. That's what I love to paint with the most. So what I'm going to do is take this color that I've already made for this bottom part, and I'm going to use it to kind of give hints of, not much, just like there's trees coming in here, or tree limbs. Not much, not much. Don't need much at all. Yeah. A lot of this may not even be seen, and I'm okay with that. I'm not using black, I'm using this green because that would not be quite right. Can't make out all the lines and stuff when it's that far away. Like you can't see tree limbs here or there, but you can see a little impression of them, and that's it. These are so much in the shadows you're not seeing anything. So I'll probably go to 10. That's good enough for right now. Alright, so what I did is I just strengthened that yellow just a little bit, and now what I'm going to do is kind of make this where it looks foggy. You can see that there's something there, but not bright. See, everything's kind of foggy. A little bit of water, not much, doesn't take much. Mess things up in a heartbeat. And then we'll take this. Take that. Just wanting this to be very, very cloudy. Okay. Alrighty, so now what I want to do is I want to get some white and get some white going right here, And I think I want to get black here. So I'm going to use permanent black. So I'm not using phthalo, or not phthalo, Payne's gray. I keep wanting to say phthalo gray, but it's Payne's gray. I'm using permanent black. And so I'm going to use this brush here. Don't even know what it is, just a little round brush. Any brush will do as long as it'll do the job you need. I'm going to mix my white and black up to get a gray. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead do this. Do some off here as well. And then this one will get a little bit more. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint a figure, and I want this to be a pretty imposing figure. Go ahead and do some sticks. Now, get back into the white. This is where we're going to just kind of don't want this to be too bright. light. The head will be the brightest part, or should be the brightest part. This. A lot of people believe change is coming. We don't know what that change is per se. And so this kind of got me going, wondering, maybe we should. There we go. At least address the change coming. This right here is deep yellow. I'll use it. This is just a special brush that's got some cuts in it. It's a flat brush, just got a little few V's cut into it. Helps make grass and things of that nature. You can do the same thing with this liner brush. I'll show you that. You can just kind of come out here and do kind of sticky things. And then if you wanted to, you come in, take you a little bit of, this is light green. I'd mix it with the black. Since I already got black, I don't have any Payne's Gray open right now. So just mix it up a little bit. Get that going. Mix a little bit of that yellow in there. Then you can do this number. It allows you to make a lot of grass and stuff at one time. I'm going to let this dry, and then what we'll do is we'll come back, kind of put some fog over it, and that will be that. Thought I was filming, but I guess I wasn't. But what I'm doing, I took some Payne's Gray and some white, this is some cheap old white from Walmart, and mixed it together and thinned it down with a little bit of water. And the reason why I'm doing that is that I want this to be foggy. I want this to be very, very foggy. All right. So that we'll let dry and go from there. And now that's done, I want to do a few bushes in the foreground that kind of not quite totally black, this is permanent black, but almost there. Again, I'm going to be going to this Walmart titanium white. It was just some cheap stuff Walmart had one day. I don't even think they sell it anymore, thank God. I don't even know what the name of it is. Art Alternatives. So, yeah. I guess it's an alternative to paint, because it is not good paint. Alright. I'm mixing this in. It is not gray. It is not as black as it was. Let's see. I may put just a hint. A hint, master's touch. Titanium white, of course. There you go. Now, this I can take, just kind of do like that. So it's still muted. But and take a little bit of Payne's Gray and come in here. Not a lot, just a little bit. And just kind of darken it up a little bit. Make it look like there's some other stuff going on. Like not quite, you know, but you can see some definition there that, okay, there's something there that's different. So one of the things I didn't like about this is that some of the white didn't show up. And it's got a lot of white in it. So what I'm doing is taking that cheap Walmart white paint and I'm thinning it down super light. And so I'm just kind of when you do it like this, then it's not so strong. And I'll just come back up here, make that branch a little stronger. Not much. No one comes out right there. There we go. I like that. Now the final thing to do, because it's the right thing to do, is get some scarlet. Mix them with that same white. Waste not, want not. Get some water, thin it down. Sign my name. Done deal. Now I'll probably do some type of wrapping of the feathers here for presentation purposes. I won't show that, but the bulk of the feather, that you're seeing that now, and then we'll come back in just a little bit and I'll show you what the feather looks like after I've done whatever finishing touches I'm going to do. So here is the finished picture, and right now as I film this, I've got a barred owl that is howling outside, so I think that is so funny. But that's it right there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment down below what you think. Like, share it with your friends, family, and also if you hadn't already, please consider subscribing. We'd very much appreciate that. And with that, I'll see you again next time. Bye.